Hello, beautiful people. Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, wherever you are in this beautiful world. How are you doing, guys? I'm pretty fine. I just woke up at 5, finished my routine. Anyway, so today we're going to talk about the pen tool, one of the most important game-changing tools on the Adobe Illustrator tools. We're going to teach you how to use it. And let me clarify one thing: it takes an enormous time to get used to it, so don't feel like disappointed or overwhelmed by it the first time you start using it. It took me around 1 year to be like totally professional with it, and I'm learning like every day, every single day. I try to improve my skills around the tools in Adobe Illustrator or any other software. So it's about consistent training, not about wasting 1 month of training then totally stopping. Keep it consistent, keep trying, and don't care about anything else. Anyway, so we start by clicking it or choosing the keyboard shortcut P, and here's how it works. First, we're gonna click a point like this, then we're going to draw how we're so here's how the pen tool works. We click a random point here. Let's suppose I'm going to draw a random shape. I'm going to click here, then I will click here, here, here. I'm going to draw this weird M. Okay, so here we go. We have this. Let's give it a color. Okay, so we have this weird shape here using the pen tool. The pen tool is perfect for drawing non-conventional shapes. It helps you build powerful it helps you like really trace some things from paper, whatever, you know the drill. So let's suppose I want to draw a curvy shape. Okay, so I'm going to take the pen tool again. So here we go. We click here and then here, but I keep holding on my mouse and drag, and like this I'm drawing these busy curves. Then I'll be let's suppose I'm going to draw this, hold again, I'm going to draw this. Didn't really, as you noticed, it was if I keep getting out of scale like this, we're gonna have these curves here, which is not really cool. You have to keep it like consistent and flowing. Anyway, so I'm going to hold like this, then let's suppose it to be this. Okay, and we have our shape, and here we go. We are on our right way to draw our perfect shape. I scale it down just for space matters. Now let's suppose I want to add a certain point in here so that I can have more space to leverage this thing to give it a downside like this. So let's suppose now I need to drag this one here. So by using the direct selection tool here, I don't really get what I was expecting. This is why I need to put a point like in this place here, and this is why we can use the add anchor point tool here to add a point. So by selecting this object, then clicking here, Adobe Illustrator automatically adds a point there with this busy curve that mathematically matches the curving shape of the first shape. I'm going to use the direct selection tool and move it this way, and I have this weird shape in here. This is not really what I wanted to. I'm just like I'm not showing anything beautiful like this, so forgive me guys. I'm just showing you the tools. At the end of this course, I'm going to teach you how to design a logo, a business card, and maybe something else. Anyway, so let's suppose now I wanna delete some anchor point in here, so I'm just gonna use the delete anchor point tool like this, then click on it, and here we go, we lost the that point, which is totally awesome. Let's suppose now I click a point and hit delete. So as you see, we have an open shape right now, because this point here and this point here do not connect with each other, and this is the difference between using the direct selection tool and the delete anchor point tool. So if you want to keep a continuity between the last point, this one and this one, it's better to use the delete anchor point. If you don't care really about the connection, it's better to use the direct selection tool, select it, then hit delete. This is not our case. Now we're going to move on to the next tool, to the pen tool group, which is the anchor point tool, or Shift plus C. I have this weird shape here that I don't really like, so here's what to do. I click on it, then every Bezier curve here is lost. This is not what I wanted. I'm going to click Ctrl Z to get back, then I'll be controlling these Bezier curves depending on what I want. And for this case, I'm going to have this one here matches this one here, so that we can have a slight okay. So I'm going to choose Shift C. Okay, no. Okay, so I think it matches after all. Anyway, I'm going also to change this one. So let's choose Shift C again. This has not any Bezier curve. So in case we don't have any Bezier curve, we select the we don't select, we just hover over the path that we want to have a Bezier curve on. We wait until we have this tool like this, that black arrow, then I click and drag, having this this Bezier curve, this handle, or what it's, I think it's called the Bezier curve. Some people call it handle. I don't know why I'm calling it Bezier curve. Anyway, so whatever this thing is called, yeah, then I'm going to drag it to have this weird U shape or whatever. I'm not satisfied also at this point, so I'm going to control it a little bit. Okay, so here we go. So I think, yeah. So now if I click, I will be deleting every handle that point or the anchor point has. Then I'm going to click and drag to have a consistent look and feel of that point. So I have this weird omelette shape here. I'm going to give it a certain white color here. Okay, then I'm going to draw like this. Let's give it an orangey color, and here we go. It's an egg here. Cheers, guys. I'm very hungry right now. This is why I'm drawing these shapes. So guys, this was the pen tool tutorial. I hope you like it. I just want to remind you that it takes an enormous time to master this tool, but it's really worth the time. It's really amazing. I highly recommend that you start working on it. Again, thank you guys for having me. It means the world to me if you share it with your friends, colleagues, family, whatever. Follow me on social media, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat, LinkedIn, and subscribe to the channel. Thank you guys.